Yes. So it gives some suggestions. So the CDC and other organizations have these guidelines that, so let's see, screen time limits for like different age groups. So they're suggesting about half an hour to 1 hour a day for 3 to 7 year olds, 1 hour for 7 to 12 year olds, 1.5 hours for 12 to 15 year olds, and 2 hours for 16 year olds or older. And in thinking of that, when you can have screen time, I always want to think about how can the screen time really be productive. And one thing that I did in my classroom was my school studied through children's passions. They had, their deep interests that we would delve into, and it was kind of like, some parents were okay with any amount of screen time. Some were like, my kid doesn't have any screen time. So when we use screen time, for me, I really wanted it to be intentional. So it was like, let's look at this National Geographic. You love cheetahs. Let's look at this National Geographic about cheetahs, and trying to, not always need to replace the screen. I think we live in a world where it's a part of our life and it's a very useful tool, in all honesty, as well. We talk a lot about restricting it, and in a lot of cases, there are, I think, ways to use it productively. And I think also as educators and parents, sometimes we feel like it's our job to like know everything, but there are some great opportunities to say, I actually don't know about that. Let's research it and kind of use the screen in a productive way as well. What do you think about that?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I want to say that your class sounds so much fun. And I completely agree. Sometimes my son and like, he'll ask me something and I'll not know, and we'll go on Chat GPT together and we'll find out. So technology is a great resource for research. And when you're engaged with your child in research, not only are you modeling that it's okay not to know something, adults are lifelong learners too. Learning is fun. Learning is a way that we bond. All those things are fantastic. So I love that use of technology.
Thank you. I think this was a question that I had, but I feel like we kind of really delved pretty deeply into it. Is how families can protect moments of real connection while still using the screens when they're needed or helpful. Do you have further thoughts on that?
So we talked about the routines. We talked about, it sounds funny, but protecting moments of boredom, shared quiet, opportunities where a child can experience frustration and work through that. Really thinking about, are we engaging in even small moments of child led interaction? Am I really making an effort to do something that my kid is passionate about and, like, you know, pay attention to because, throughout the day, you hear about 1,000, "Mommy, watch this." And, of course, can't watch all the time, but is there a part of the day where I'm just saying, "Okay, nothing else is more important. This is the time I'm blocking for whatever it is you wanna do, whatever it is you wanna show me, whatever it is you wanna create, let's go do it." And even 10 minutes every day makes a difference. So I think it requires taking a bit of an audit of your time, really thinking about, what does your schedule at home look like? What am I doing? What's lacking? How do I need to shift things around to make sure that even that a small amount of time is happening on a daily basis?
Yeah, I think that kind of goes back to, I love that you said like self auditing, because I'm thinking of it as, holding yourself accountable as the person in charge of you know what's an appropriate way to spend time, and how are we spending our time. So kind of auditing with grace, I think, is definitely key. You want to do it with grace so that you don't end up shaming yourself. But yeah, I really think you nailed it with taking a look at your day and how you're spending your time, and kind of preparing in advance.
Right. Absolutely. There are external factors that impact us. Yes. And we are curating their world. As their caregivers, whether it's in the classroom or at home, we curate their whole world. So we hold a lot of power. And treat ourselves with grace, absolutely, and make plans to create the world that we want our kids to live in.